but you're feast or famine. That's SF in a nutshell.
Oh, and hang on here,
I like this pick.
Ooh. Good job, he saved his skill point there. Earthshot will get him out of that trap. As he's up to the high ground, Tundra are going to try and turn. They're trying to run down Nico, baby. Hanskin's got him tethered up. They can't quite get to him, so this time the 5v5 won't quite result in a death.
Yeah, in a series like this so far, I'm all about picking heroes with style, and SF's a great way to round it off. I'm surprised Kyle likes this hero so much. He's always seemed like more of a fundamental kind of straightforward drafting kind of guy, and I don't think SF is a straightforward hero in the slightest, so to each their own, but I love watching SF. I hate playing against it though. I'm sure he'll be going for the Yule's Blink combo. Quite potent against the Troll Warlord. You love having a Yule's Purchaser against Troll and Ursa, just because both heroes rely on that 3 to 4 second window during their ultimate to dish out all the damage. The best way to prevent them from dishing out damage is just throw them up in the air.
I mean, and because this SF overall, do you prefer the Tundra draft, or do you look at some of the factors of Alliance? You know, think, there is that Limp Death Prophet again. He had a great game last game. There's the Nico baby Troll, and of course they've got that Shaker, that all important hero.
I would actually prefer Tundra's draft here. I think Alliance is in their zone, and I think this draft is not heavily favored towards one team or the other.
Okay.
But I think they have really good tools to deal with Troll this game, and usually when I see a Troll IO, or like an IO combo at all, it's a lot about the survivability of the hero that's working with it. And I think he's going to have to be ahead and stay ahead to remain survivable against the Ursa SF ridiculous amount of damage coming out super early on. Very few items required on those two heroes to dish it out.
And do you imagine we'll see the same build from Nico Baby going for the Maelstrom and trying to play to an early timing, or is this a game where he could sort of sit back and say, I'm going the Battle Fury route, I want to try and match the farm of this Ursa scaling into the late game?
I actually don't know. I know the IO is going to have influence on this.
Yeah.
You can weigh both sides of it. One, the IO makes you farm faster and also be able to show up to fights while farming, so you want to farm faster while you're doing that. But the other hand is you're going to be able to show up to all the fights. So would you rather have the farming item that makes you stronger in fights, or the farming item that makes you farm faster while you're still able to fight with it? I would lean towards the Maelstrom route. I think that's more him, and it definitely looked like more his playstyle last game. He was constantly up in their face, forcing the issue, being a complete menace in the middle of those team fights. Definitely the Nico baby, at least I know and love.
And it did work out excellently for him last game. I mean, he had no trouble keeping up in farm with just sort of the objectives and fights he was able to take with that build, and kept on par with Skeeter's PL, who was pretty much full farming for a majority of the game. You see so far in the lanes, mid lane, pretty even traded between the two of them. Both heroes just able to nuke the lane out. And what have we got down bottom house? Skeeter doing 11 for 1 against S4's 12 for 3. So training quite nicely down here. And are you a fan of this pick, this game for S4, getting him on the Mars this time round?
Yeah, they needed a playmaker. He's one of the best melee heroes in lane against the Ursa. It's also nice mid to late game to mitigate the support Enchantress damage, because the arena prevents all ranged projectiles from entering it or leaving it. It's surprisingly effective, and in lane I like his skill point in the bulwark. Allows him to tank through a little bit of that extra impetus harass that will be naturally coming out. And overall, if you can pick an offlaner that's going to have decent farm against Enchantress Ursa, you're feeling pretty good. But he might be going down here, as Hanskin's nowhere to be seen.
And Fado, one more impetus. Oh, the bulwark!
That bulwark.
That bulwark.
This time around, when I praised somebody, they didn't instantly die, and it actually paid off.
Yeah, they gave an example of what you'd said there. Yeah. that level 1 bulwark definitely keeping him alive. He's going to have to make the walk back to base, though, so still a fair bit of space here that Skeeter's going to get to farm.
Still not ideal, but way better than dying there. Every time you die in this lane, you're feeding Ursa an extra component of his treads, an extra component of his orb of corrosion, and you're just going to make yourself even more and more likely to die again. And Earthshaker doesn't want to consistently sit here, but I imagine Hanskin or excuse me, F and G will be looking to play towards bottom a lot more often in case his Mars is continuously getting picked on.
And are you a fan of this as well? Having sort of FNG play the Shaker?
Yeah, I got a bit thrown off there. It's like I've seen Hanskin on the IO, but when I see Shaker, I think of Hanskin. It's a 4-position hero. I'm sure FNG will be perfectly fine. IO's a specialist hero.
Yes.
So you're either an IO player or you're not. Yeah. And I'm sure Hanskin's probably the proved tried and true IO player for the team. I don't know if I've ever seen a team that has 2 players that play IO. I don't think it, even if it's a 5 or a 4 from patch to patch, it's usually the same player.
On bottom lane, trying to get aggressive onto S4 again here, and they might just have him. This time they'll be able to finish him off. First blood for Tundra, as they now try and settle across for these bounty runes. FNG, just gonna make sure that they don't run all the way up and contest that of Limp, as Limp will be able to grab it.
The biggest thing about that kill is that Ursa's able to walk over to the secret shop and get his ring of health. It's quite difficult as a carry to go over there this early on in the game, so oftentimes people opt to not go that early ring of health. But it's like a pseudo Midas, because usually if you're going for these treads or other items, you have to buy more tangos. So you're saving a lot of money in the long run for regen.
Look at this big move. Limp just drops the ghost and whoo, takes a fair bit of damage from the Requiem, but he gets the kill done and he's not going to care, as that damage will likely be pretty much healed up by the end of the exorcism, as with that kill, Limp can start to beat into the mid tower a little bit.
I have to imagine he's not going to get that much damage after taking 80% of his HP in an instant there. So really nice kill coming out from Alliance, but it's not going to net to a tower. Bada is going to make sure that's the case.
Oh, Biva's here as well.
Bring him down. Oh, the heal. Never mind.
Biva's able to grab that arcane rune. Indeed, Hanskin swings across, making sure that Limp is more than fine. The 3 of them.
That's a pretty huge denial, though. DP loves the arcane runes.
Yeah, we're seeing some... feels like, yeah, mainly from Tundra like last game as well. Very good at coming in for the power runes.
Yeah, both teams, when their mid laners are losing, we saw it in the first game when Limp was puck against the Void Spirit, that they swoop in to make sure that winning mid laner does not get those extra runes. I've been talking to a couple mid laners this patch, and they say they don't like it because of how snowbally the nature of the lane is, because you keep getting every rune, and these teams showing what you might need to do against that moving forward.
So down bottom again, S4. Oh, he's going to be saved this time round by FNG. Oh, man, well, I say saved. It might not have been enough, actually, as they're still able to take him out. Second time in this lane here. Tundra, they're being able to just sort of feast on S4's presence.
Yeah, Ursa's one of the best carries against Shaker. Obviously, you can jump over the fissure, which is really nice in those instances, but you're one of the few heroes that has built-in status resistance, and since the nerf of Satanic, which I do believe is the main reason Earthshaker's seeing so much play, on top of the fact that his Ag Shard's completely busted, the fact that you have built-in status resistance makes it so nice to play against Shaker late game compared to a lot of other carries.
Down bottom, S4. He's going to pop the ult, but the enrage was already off. Skeeter, can he commit it for S4? He can't quite. S4's able to step out of the arena. Father and Skeeter.
Oh, they canceled their TPs because the... Oh, that's so sick. Mind games.
Yeah, Skeeter. The next round of stun was going to come in. He's going to be fine, though. Even with the cancelled TP. Won't be threatened.
Yeah, as Ursa, you don't want a TP out there, but with the Death Prophet threatening the TP, you have to. So, Limp delaying canceling his TP to the very last second, and Skeeter manages to respond before his TP goes off. So that was really cool mind games coming out from both players. Don't see that too often.
I see Limp popping the ghost. But we're looking towards
for the
9.
Stack.
Yeah, at least they're able to take away a little bit from that camp, but again, not going to be able to put any pressure onto this tier 1 with the second exorcism now.
Yeah, a bit of a confusing exo there. It does secure the D ward, even though they just instantly reward. That's fascinating by Fada, that he does just choose to ward the exact same spot, telling you how important they think the vision around the mid lane, especially of where the Shaker's running around to, because he will be the catalyst to enabling the DP to threaten whoever's defending that mid tower.
Are you a fan of this as well from Nico Baby? That the pure efficiency, he's had some stacks prep for him, and 9 minutes and he's going to have the brown boots and Maelstrom done. So a 9-minute Maelstrom here on Nico Baby.
Yeah, the weak part about Maelstrom compared to Battle Fury is that you usually have to go other items first because you don't get the innate regen components. But the IO alleviates that problem. And I've seen this a bit. I think Miracle did this as well. I don't know if he had an IO. I think he had a CM.
Yeah, he didn't have an IO that game for sure, yeah.
Yeah, where if you can rush this Maelstrom, it feels really good. And it looks like Hanskin's been stacking, so they're both going to get their levels. The sooner that 6 comes out, the sooner Nico Baby will be able to be globally teleported and make heroes like Mars, who don't quite have the gas in the tank to solo kill people, just that much more of a threat on the map. As it looks like Fada making a nice rotation to top, knowing that Troll does not want to lane against Brewmaster. Troll as a carry does get threatened by the Primal Split, which makes Brew really nice in lane against him. And capitalizing on that good matchup at the mid-game point.
So the Alliance really
a lot of pressure on towers.
Yeah, for this mid tower. They're going to drop the arena down on poor old Biver there. It shows his face, and S4 has no mercy. Arena dropped down, and the Rubik's disposed of.
Now you got to do it. Annoying long-range nuking supports defending their tower. They must be killed. Looks like a lot of investment, but it does force a reaction from 33, which frees up a bit of space for Nico Baby to farm top. Yes, they're down by 2k, but their items are going to be quite effective for how much net worth they cost. The Maelstrom will be a lot of damage for Troll. He has the innate survivability from the IO, so he'll be able to fight with just those items. The Death Prophet, pretty far behind, all things considered. The fact that he got a couple kills mid lane, 1-0-1 compared to the SF, who's 0-1-0, but he's still winning by 700 net worth.
And Nine's making the move. He's going to see if he can get the catch on the Nico Baby, and he'll get the setup. Hanskin indeed already prepping to take Nico Baby out of here. As they'll keep Nico Baby safe. Hanskin probably will die though on the way back. Not really much hope for him, but saving his carry.
Paying off though. If he hadn't gotten 6 at this point, then that reload wouldn't have been online and his carry would have died. So a little bit of efficiency goes a long way. Hitting these timings at the exact moments you need them. As 9 looks to come bottom. S4, they have the Centaur stop.
Oh, Fisher out to break the combo, but S4 still looking very dead here. A couple of raises from 9.
That fissure was almost good for Tundra because 9 got to hold on to his ultimate. Which, this part of the game against SF is terrifying. As a carry player, as any hero that's looking to farm by yourself, you just die, man. It's so scary to play against. And he's got the Fairy's Trinket, which is amazing for SF. I mean, it just seems like an amazing item for most mid laners. But SF especially, he's dishing out the spell damage this early on. Queuing up the Blink Dagger, so his reach is going to be insane. Also helps him not die to relocate ganks. Right now, most of their stuns.
Hey, and here we go, S4. He's found the catch. Are they going to be able to burst him in time? They will. God's Rebuke takes him out. As 33 falls over to the side, Nico Baby and Hanskin, they're chasing down Skeeter. FNG's going to have Fisher again in a few seconds. TP's coming in. Do they want to dive for this? They certainly do. They're straight in. Echo Slam, a little off the mark, but it didn't matter. The Fisher will finish the job. FNG, he gets the job done. As they'll also be able to clean up Fada. So, the job's a good one.
If nothing's happening in this game, it heavily favors Tundra because they have really good single target pickoff and more independent heroes so they can spread the map for farm and efficiency. And this is exactly what Alliance has to do to claw back into this game.
Oh.
Stolen Spear. That's unacceptable, S4. You can cover that with Bulwark. That's like a Pudge giving away Rot, or giving away Hook when you can cover with Rot.
If anything,
that's very scary, Rubik with level 4 Spear.
Spear did kind of save Hanskin, though.
You know what? That was tactical by S4. Yeah. That's why he's a TI winner.
It was like, I'm going to give him Spear so he uses it to save Hanskin from the slow of 33. And yeah, big brain plays there from S4.
That's predicting how the game's going to look. That's
he
truly
saw that
understanding
happen.
The game state.
He knew exactly what was going to go up. Now we're seeing on Nico Baby's farm. BKB progress being made on top of the Maelstrom.
Yeah, got to do it against SF and the Brewmaster.
Yeah.
There's just no substitute. Any other item, even like S and Y, doesn't matter how tanky you are, you just die to the SF ult. Going for the early Ags on 33 this game. Brewmaster looks scary in the right hands, man. Not many teams are picking this hero, but it looks the team fight presence and the Ags makes him scale so well in the late game. There's really no downtime that you can capitalize on with the 2 charges. Just in case Kyle forgot to read the patch notes again.
Oh, for sure. And 33 definitely, definitely the man to make it look the strongest. Really, I mean, he's always been a top brew player through the patches.
If the hero has more than 1 unit, I'll consider 33 to be probably one of the best players in the world.
That's true.
He's the opposite of me.
See what they're able to pull off here around the mid. That tier 1 tower still standing here. Lions really want to finish it off. And Limp, with a few hits, should get it. 33 can look for the deny.
Oh, the fort!
They actually keep it alive here. I mean, at least set them up for being able to easily deny it themselves.
What a bounty!
And they will. Fine. Able to take that down.
They might try to trade Roche here. Ursa looks like he's running in.
Yeah, Lions on totally the opposite side of the map.
Scanning, they know. They're
Okay,
teleporting instantly. They are not willing to give this up.
Oh, they're coming for this. Here we go. Alliance have arrived.
This is so fast. I don't know if they're going to be ready.
Limp. He's heading straight in. Silence down at the 3 of them. He's in. There's the fish around onto the 2 of them. Can they burst through 33 before the ult? No. 33 is able to get the primal split off. He turns, starts to focus the damage onto Limp. Over to the side though, Nico Baby's been brought in by Hanskins straight onto Skeeter. Skeeter has to pop the ult and try and escape, but Limp, he's got the setup with the ult. Silence to follow up, they're in on top of Skeeter. The Ursa, he's trying to run. Limp, is he able to finish him off in time? He is. Limp gets the kill over in the river as well. S4 and FNG controlling 9. 9 will get the ult off, but Limp's able to finish him. As Limp gets the double, and Alliance, they're ready to start looking for more. 33 has been silenced, has no escape. As Alliance take down a 3rd around the pit. And now they look to move in and take Roshan for themselves.
Yeah, they have Brewmaster, but they just can't fight this team fight from Alliance. IO Troll, incredibly strong, looping around the back lines, always catching Skeeter isolated. Basically neutering his damage output. He's constantly having to run away from Nico Baby. And Limp, FNG, and S4, that team fight wombo combo, control plus the damage. They have so much to worry about. That 9, he's trying to dish out his damage. He has a lot of it, but he's just constantly controlled and zoned throughout the course of the fight. Enchantress pretty underwhelming in these team fights. Rubik, until he gets more levels, underwhelming as well. This arena was incredibly good. 9 not able to get his ultimate at all there, you saw on the bottom right, as Skeeter's getting chased.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a big difference, right, what Skeeter can offer at this stage compared to Nico Baby. It feels like not even close. I mean, especially with this BKB, then Maelstrom BKB on the Troll, compared to an Ursa who's got a Battle Fury and only now just really starting to make progress into the BKB. The Ursa just doesn't stand a chance in these 5v5s.
Yeah, this Troll Ursa matchup's an interesting one. It kind of goes both ways. Whoever has more threat behind them seems like the better hero in the matchup. Because both heroes can kill each other, and both heroes can survive against each other.
Yeah.
But it's like who represents the ability to run at the other guy. And it's completely dependent upon your lineups. It's a very fascinating carry matchup to me. Something you don't necessarily see too often where they're both in the meta. So I definitely love learning more about these matchups as I see more and more games with teams picking them. At least it's not Wraith King, you know, maybe get to see a different hero.
Yeah, someone else than the King. There's Alliance, 18 minutes in, starting to threaten taking these tier 2 towers, really getting the ball rolling and immediately hitting with the smokers. They'll look to sweep over 9 and Skeeter inside Alliance's jungle right now.
They have Blink Dagger on S4. They don't want this target though.
Oh, they don't want.
They're looping around. I like this. Go for the juicy stuff.
They're going for the long sweep around. They might find. They might indeed. Skeeter. Oh, S4. Who's he going for? He's going for 33. Silence onto Skeeter over to the side. S4. Is he going to be able to finish 33 in time? He's not. 33 gets the primal split off. Skeeter down to the low ground with the Earth Shock. The Ghost Shout damage not enough to take him out. As he jumps out, TP's away. Skeeter will make it out of that. 33. He's been able to get the Wind Panda out. as he's actually able to get, well, 9 at least gets the kill onto Hansked, and 33 will manage to get himself out.
Yeah, I can't believe they managed to get out there. That was an impressive escape. I thought they were for sure going to get him there on Alliance. Skeeter being there actually saved 33's life because they were forced to utilize their spells on him rather than following up S4 with his Arena Spear combo.
Still with that slight lead Alliance, but again, it's another game where it's all very close here. 19 minutes. Nico Baby hunting for 9. 9 is rather speedy though. Can Nico Baby close in on this with the face? Yashi's trying 9. He's going to just rev up the ult. Has 2 to push Nico Baby back. Cannot risk this troll getting on top of him, but now he's not going to have any ult for the fight. And Fada, he's going to get left behind here.
I like how FNG's taken over more of a 5-position shaker role here. I think the Shard does enable this playstyle. He's just running around with a Bassy fissuring. Most shakers go for the maxed Aftershock in order to help them farm their blink, but he's just maxed out the fissure. And he knows all his team requires of him is that extra little bit of control and teamfight presence, and he's now got the Shard. So, super annoying to deal with on any hero. Need those BKBs for the Radiance. Ursa's almost got his 500 off. SF's almost got his as well, but he's a little bit further off, like 1,700.
Oh, for sure, especially for these heroes trying to rev up their ultimates, the Requiems, the Primal Splits, these constant little interruptions of stuns from FNG are going to be a huge nuisance.
I should probably just pick the team with Shaker on it to win the game. Shaker seems ridiculous.
Yeah, and as you say, FNG doing an excellent job this game. 207, involved in 9 of the 10 kills that Alliance has found.
I really like Nico Baby's item progression here. S and Y, just gonna make him be able to hold on to the BKB that much longer. Amps up the regen he gets from IO. He's got plenty of damage with the overcharge.
On again.
Oh.
I mean, FNG, he finds the setup, and S4's got the follow-up. As that Skeeter gone for 40 seconds. And this Ursa's game just getting slowed down heavily in comparison to Nico Baby.
I really think this game's over for Skeeter. I've experienced this matchup on both sides, and it really is snowbally. Like, when you fall behind, you're just never able to do damage. You're not... Troll's not a hero Ursa can burst. He's got 25 armor, he's got an IO behind him, a Shaker counter initiation. He's never going to be able to threaten that 6 overpower attack where he just kills Nico Baby. And when Ursa can't function like that, and Nico Baby, the problem with Troll, we saw it last game against the PL, is that he also prevents you from killing his teammates because you just whirling axe him. So super frustrating. You can't ignore the Troll, and so now that he can't afford to focus the Troll, I don't know where you go from here. I actually don't really see a road of recovery back into the farm war for Skeeter. I think they're going to have to get some big SF ult combo off on Nico Baby, but they're going to also have to bait out his BKB first. Tall ask for Tundra here.
I mean, they're headed out with this smoke, but Alliance not in any sort of position to be caught out. And if more than anything,
that's the benefit of going Maelstrom over Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Your BKB just comes out 2,000 gold sooner. And you're seeing this timing window that Alliance had, they have hit it hard. As Skeeter has died now 3 times prior to hitting his BKB after having a really good start to his game. Just chasing him around the map, forcing fights that they know Tundra cannot take.
Alliance with the smoke. Tundra. Fiver. He's going to dispel on Limb. They're still looking for the lead, and S4 is going to commit. He's found the opening onto 9, but they're able to turn, and S4's getting burst low, but he's still alive. The fissure into the aftershock, into the Echo Slam.
Holy
From afar,
shit.
he doesn't even need to hit them. It's just keeping that aftershock going and going and going. as FNG just locks them all down from a mile off.
They're just gone. There were 4 heroes there, and then we're done.
I mean,
that was crazy amount of damage. Nico Baby gets teleported right into the back, pushes BKB ultimate, Maelstrom procs going everywhere. They just evaporated.
They really did. And then now does the base. The tier 3's gone. The Rex as well. They're being taken. 24 minutes in here. Alliance continuing to just cement this lead that they have. Bash it done on Nico Baby. I mean, we'll see it again, bro. Just look at the stuns. Look, S4's in. Looks like they're going to be able to turn it, but suddenly, boom. Fisher out onto the free. Boom. Enchant Totem keeping the aftershock going into the Echo, making sure that 9 doesn't get any chance to respond.
There is something fundamentally
Fada.
wrong with Earthshaker
no.
Echo slamming on the outside of the fight
And it's still, and it's
having
great.
it stun everybody.
And I think Fada there, that was sort of his reaction to letting them get Shaker, I think. As Alliance,
Go again.
They might just get 33s as well. They're just getting split up. 9, he's getting bashed here. Nico Baby looking to chase him down. 9's trying to run, but the range bash there. Gets the kill. 33, he's trying to run. S4, he's going to have blink in a second. See, a 33 can hide from this. He's hiding, he's open. He's got no TP though, so he's going to have to stay very quiet. But he'll be
Yeah, I love watching Nico Baby. He gives me like a whole new perspective on these aggressive mid-game carries.
Yeah.
I think I've underestimated Troll this patch, and maybe Nico Baby's just making it look a little too good. But his presence in these games is felt, and the IO really enabling it this game because he can just be there anywhere. SF's playmaking potential is gone because he has to Yules people. He usually is going to blink Yules people in order to set it up. And if they just instantly relocate on top of that, he has no way to defend himself. Nico Baby just BKB ults, runs him down. Yeah, now he's got a double damage room bottled up. He's almost got that Abyssal Blade completed.
Nice. He's massive.
He's a whole 6,000 gold ahead of Skeeter. He is an Abyssal Blade worth of farm ahead right now.
Well, Tundra, I mean, they know that they've got to keep trying something. They're out with the smoke. Roshan is up as well, so an important fight to take. A win here will mean that the Roshan is likely to be yours. How are they going to start this though, Tundra? Getting FNG wouldn't be a bad shout.
They had the fissure. That's about it though.
Oh, they're in. Skeeter. He's looking for FNG. As he's going to be able to finish him off with the BKB. Skeeter gets the kill. Now he turns over towards S4. He's getting the swipe stacked up. S4's up in the F and now. Limp committed with the BKB in the ult. S4 finally
Reload
falls.
just came up.
They get the 2 kills, but now Nico Baby, he's turned up. He's in onto Skeeter. Skeeter jumping out with the enrage, starting to get out of there. S4's come back in with a buyback. Skeeter is doing his best to run away from this 9. He's in with the ult, but Nico Baby's on top of him, takes him down with the battle trance. 33 will be able to TP away. Oh, Willie, the Yules, they get him in time. They put a stop to his escape as 33 will also fall here. Nico Baby joining over as well to get involved in the action, picking up another kill. As they're buying back, we'll see what 33 does with this. I don't know if they're going to be able to actually get to the pit to contest this. Nico Baby's still got a few seconds left of the DD. They're really coming for this though, Tundra. They know that this game's going to be ever so hard if they let Alliance get away with this Roshan.
And you're having a hard enough time killing Troll twice. Or sorry, once, let alone twice.
I mean, Alliance is stepping outside of the pit as well. They're stopping them from taking it.
I think Alliance knows if they don't just spoon feed Tundra the fight that they need to come back in this game, that they're good to go. So even though I think they could force this Roche, oh, they actually have to be careful. Is he going to sneak this?
Oh, he might just a Skeeter. They're not going to get back there in time. Skeeter's going to be able to get in and get it for himself. No, S4 jumps in, but it doesn't matter. Skeeter got it. He gets the kill. He gets the Aegis. He gets the cheese. He takes it from right underneath their noses. They just did not expect him to sneak in and do that at all. Alliance, they weren't ready for that one bit.
I think this is Skeeter's version of a rapier.
Yeah, that was some
big balls play that if you don't get that instantly, the game's actually just over.
I mean, that was As you say, yes, Skeeter, we've really seen him before in these situations. He knows to go, just how to go the extra mile and to take that risk to really give his team a good shot at a game here.
Yeah, I admire both the way these teams have played this whole series. Like, they know there's only one way to win this game, and even though it did work for Alliance in the second game, I don't think it's going to work for Tundra here. But I can say with almost certainty, if Troll had gotten that Aegis, this game's 100% over. So, sick play from Skeeter there. Gotta do what you gotta do. You know, probably needs a new pair of pants after wetting himself sitting in the fucking pit there.
My goodness. He gives them a shot. I mean, if this Aegis as well makes allows Tundra to come out the next team fight, then that's really just going to be testament to how huge that move was from Skeeter. But we'll see. As you know, still Alliance, still 8k ahead. As you said, it would be very hard for Tundra to deal with Troll twice. I mean, whilst it's still obviously a little more difficult than dealing with him once, Alliance probably do still have the firepower to take down this Ursa twice, unless Tundra are able to get some insane start to the fight. 73. It's going to be forced to
find somebody while Troll's in the air. Limp's invisible, though.
I might just have to use this split to run.
Not a huge commitment since he's got two of them, but not ideal.
And Limp would love to go when this Arcane popped. They are doing it into this Aegis. Skeeter and the Cheese, who did that get handed over to? The Cheese on 33.
I really do chalk this game up to those early moves from Alliance when they were down by 2,000 gold. They have such a snowball-heavy lineup on Tundra that if they had not just shut it down ASAP, this game could have easily gotten out of control. And suddenly, you know, over the course of the last 15 minutes, Alliance has accrued this advantage of map control.
Yeah.
Where they were shaking in their boots for the first 10 minutes against that SF ulti, who was just running around picking off whoever he pleased. And now it really feels like the ball's in their court. And Tundra is hesitant to go on anybody. Understandably so. The counter initiation threat on literally any target on Alliance is scary. If you go on Shaker, there's the IO relocate. If you go on anyone else, there's the Shaker.
And do you like this as well for Nico Baby getting the Blink Dagger in his Troll build this game?
Used to not want to do this, but Swift Blink
Yeah.
is just such an insane item that Blink Dagger will pay for itself in terms of slot usage. So yeah, I like it. Helps him pick and choose his targets in the fight.
They're watching Nico Baby mid. I know how hard it is to jump on him with Hanskin sitting behind though. Very hard target to start the fight on. They've got to find some way of getting on top of either FNG or Hanskin to start this off.
I personally love the addition of the Swift Blink and the Strength Blink just because it allows these carries that love to buy Blink but could never afford to dedicate an entire slot to it to go for it. Because once you get that Swift Blink, once you activate it, it is 75 damage and 75 attack speed. Not to mention the fact that you're usually running at 700 move speed. And you have a Blink.
Bottom 9. They're in on top of him. They come in with a relocate. But 9...
He didn't trust his bash.
9's able to get out. And they're going to lose their IO. 9 will end up going down as S4's able to come in with the arena on the back of it all. Also Limp committing on a buyback takes down the Rubik. Well, they have the buyback come out for 9. Skeeter is moving on to S4. Primal split ready to go again. They are hitting hard into the Ursa, but they've lost S4. Skeeter's going to have the second life. Good to go. 9 up to the high ground, but Limp and Nico Baby are chasing him down. He did buy back for this. 9 He's silenced. 33 trying his best to save him as he sends Limp up in the air. Gives time for 9 to break away, but Nico Baby's chasing him with a blink. Skeeter's on top of him, but with the Abyssal Blade, Nico Baby closes the gap onto 9. It's a dieback from the SF. Skeeter pops the Enrage, starts to try and stand his ground against Nico Baby with the Yule Scepter from Limp. Kites up some of the Enrage. Fada trying to fight FNG, but the fish is out. The chain stuns are there, holding Skeeter down. FNG will fall, but Alliance, they've got the clean up here by the looks of it, unless the buyback from Skeeter can change anything. as Limp and Nico Baby, they're a little cautious now that this Ursa's going to be coming in for another round. There'll be a buyback from FNG, and the outpost is available for Alliance to TP in so they can close the gap. Hanskin comes over the cheese, healing 33 up, but he's got no split for 40 seconds. They're in with the silence. Nico Baby blinks his Skidder. He's looking for the backlines. He's in onto Hanskin. He's trying to close in, but the bashes are from Nico Baby coming out. As Skidder is turning towards Limp. Another Yule wasting time at this enrage. Skidder's back down. Could he quite finish off Limp? He can't. Limp's up again in the air. Limp's going to finally fall, but at the cost of Skidder's life and at the cost of Biver's as well. Fada, he'll also get taken out as Alliance will manage to team wipe Tundra.
Just not enough gas in the tank to go the whole course for Tundra. They have one volley of spells, and Alliance managed to survive it, spended a couple buybacks, and Nico Baby triumphs. He is unkillable. They just cannot deal with this guy. There's nothing, like that Paladin sword is just icing on the cake. Suddenly he's got lifesteal and extra regen amp from the IO in tandem with his Sanj and Yasha. And the best part about this for Alliance is the guy that's responsible for killing the base is the guy that's also unkillable.
Yep.
So they will be able to capitalize.
He's taking it all down here. Tundra, they're back in, but their base just getting taken away in front of them. 9. Oh, he's jumping in with a BKB. He's going to go for the ult on the IO. Has he quite got him? No, it's not enough damage. And now Nico Baby.
He had 8 souls.
Is ready to turn and is just, okay, that explains a lot there. So,
I was wondering, I'm like, did he ult? Like, what happened there?
And then they're going to call it. They know that this one it's over and done with. Alliance will take this game 3. The series, it's theirs. After they really do come in with a